Good afternoon. We're back with another episode of the Lord of the Rings LCG Progression Series. As always, I'm playing solo, and today's quest is difficult to pronounce. I'll give it a try. The Nin-In-Eilph? Eilph? The Nin-In-Eilph? Possibly. So for the setup, we need one location of our choice, and I'll take this one. And then we've got to choose a random step 2, get a hand. I'm looking for ranger spikes in my opening hand. This deck is designed to manage the enemies and use Sword That Was Broken. It's a Monosphere lore deck. This is a difficult quest in solo, as many of them are. I think I'll mulligan this. Well, I got Song of Kings. I like this a little bit. I'll keep it. Yeah, I'll keep it. So, shuffle the encounter deck, and I'll shuffle the quest deck, and I'll choose the 2A on the far left. So, it's threat up by 1. And what does this say? Cannot play more than one card each round. Okay. It's probably the worst one to get. I'll go ahead and play Rivendell Minstrel. Go look for Song of Kings. There we go. Alright. And I'll shuffle. I'll just be questing. Even if I had more resources, you can only play one card per turn. So, attached to location, that's a bad card to get. Means one additional off the doom clock. And then I have to add a creature. That's also not a great card. So I'll go for the big guy and hope to control him with a trap later. So we got 4 to 2, 4, 6, 8, 4 progress. And at the end of the turn, I'm going to have to move there now. And at the end of the turn, the doom clock goes down by 2. Take one additional threat for Haldir. On to the next turn. So I'll play Ithilien Lookout. And I can look at the top card of the encounter deck. If it's an enemy, I can discard it, and it is, so off it goes. And now I will just quest. So it's 3, 6 to 9. 3 progress. Not that great. And the doom clock is going to go off. And so this goes to the back of the deck. Get a new 2A. One more threat. And now it's in order to commit characters to the quest, the player must first discard a card at random from his hand. That one's also horrifying. Alright, Sword That Was Broken's good. But I'm kind of struggling to play. Well, I can play any cards that I want to now. So next turn I'll play Sword That Was Broken. This turn I want to play Isengard Messenger. And I'm also going to use Grima, increase threat by 1, and play Elfstone on this location so that if and when I clear it, I can play Faramir for free. And I will get 1 willpower on the Isengard Messenger for using Grima. So we got questing, and the card is attached to a hero, and he's going to take 1 damage. Well, I'll need healing. I have Warden of Healing, so that's okay. 3, 6 to 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that clears the location, the condition, and oh wait, it's -1 because you need +1 progress on the quest. So there we go, and that will draw Faramir out. Now I can go ahead and move to this location. And move on to the next turn. I should have removed one progress from the quest at the end of the last round with this location out, so it should actually only be one progress there. Okay, add one threat for Haldir and subtract one from the Doom Clock. And when I subtract one from the Doom Clock, I have to put a damage on Aragorn. There's a lot to remember in this quest. So, I need Warden of Healing out. I also want to get out, so let's do Song of Kings for 1. Let's do Steward of Gondor for 2. And I'll automate that for future turns. So it comes out for 2, then it pays for itself. And then I can use Grima's ability to take on 1 threat and play a sword that was broken for 2. Which I think I'd rather have than Warden of Healing this first turn. I think this turn I'm probably going to use Aragorn's ability, so I don't have to deal with this snake. So, let's see. I used Grima, so I do get 1 willpower there. And now I have Faramir and sword that was broken, so I'm just going to breeze right through this stage. And it's, ooh, that's a tough one. Let's assign X damage among characters he controls, where X is the number of players. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage is coming in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Alrighty. But I do have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 22 progress, 19 more. But I do have to discard a card at random from hand in order to do this because of the quest text. But I do clear it in 1 turn, which is great. And we're on to phase 3. Choose the one from the far left as it's already been shuffled. And I take on 1 threat. And I add the Marsh Dweller. So this says each location gets +1, and it's a Doom Clock of 3. At the end of the quest phase, I'll use Aragorn's once per game ability to reduce threat to 26. So I don't aggro the adder. He reduces back to the original amount. I believe there's a refresh window at the end of the quest phase. Let me check. Yeah, it's after quest resolution. So we resolve quest, then we'd immediately move on, and then I can do the action window. So, no engagement. And shouldn't have any trouble breezing through this stage of the quest. I could use Gandalf to help kill the boss, but let's see if I need him. Gildor is a good draw. Ready up, I take 1 additional threat from Haldir. Doom Clock goes down by 1. Aragorn takes a damage, and I put a resource token on Ancient Marsh Dweller. I think that's everything I need to do. So how much damage do I actually have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not 13. When the boss enters the next stage, when I enter the next stage, the boss is going to make an immediate attack, so I need to have someone ready for that. Probably going to be like Isengard Messenger. So I think I want to play Warden of Healing for 2. I'll exhaust him to heal damage off of Aragorn and Grima. And I think I want to play Gildor as well. Using Grima's ability, pay 1 threat, I'll reduce his cost by 1 and go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will, let's see, he has 6 attacks, so I'll leave the Isengard Messenger up to take the attack. And I'll just quest with everyone else, exhausting Faramir. And the card is a location, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I wanted to leave him up. No, I didn't. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So 20 progress. And I'm into phase 3. Oh, whoops. Not that one. Phase 4, I mean. Phase 4 says, add Ancient Marsh Dweller to the staging area and heal all damage from it. I don't think you reset its resource token. Then it makes an attack against each player in order. So, it'll attack my Isengard Messenger. Shadow card's a dead, so rip Messenger. And flip this over, and it says Doom Clock 2. After the last Doom Clock counter is removed, it makes an attack. When it's defeated, the players win the game. So I'll go ahead and move to this location. I'm not going to engage it this turn. Just move on to the next turn. And Doom Clock down by 1. Which means a damage on Aragorn. Now, I'd like to kill it in one turn. Resource and another threat for Nalir, but I only have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage, and I need 13. So I'm going to have to draw, I think. Draw 2. Great draw. There we go. And discard 1. I'll discard Elfstone. So probably what I'll do, I just want to quest with characters who aren't important. Let's see. I did advance to a stage last turn while this was in the staging area, which means I would have needed to exhaust someone, but it would have just readied up. So I want to play Gandalf, do damage to the boss. Just who do I want to quest with? Rivendell Minstrel, Warden of Healing. That'll quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should limit my threat enough. Let's see, 4. Yeah, I think this should be fine. I'll play Gandalf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deal 2 damage, or 4 damage there. If I quest with those two, let's see, I have 3, 4, 5. I now need 9 damage only. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I have plenty. I can just want to quest with enough that I'm not aggroing this giant swamp adder too. Just to, I don't know if there's a shadow card where you're making an extra attack, but if like I got 2 of those and made 2 extra attacks, then it could be disastrous. So let's just quest with those 2, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be 1 threat, maybe 2, 3. That should be fine. I could add Grima as well. Would that be an issue? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 damage. Minus, let's say I have him kill that guy. 13 damage and I only need 9. That should be fine. So I'll quest like that. The card is a 3, 6, 9 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I take 1 threat. No problem. And then the boss I will optionally engage. Oh wait, he has an additional 2 due to the token, so it's actually up to 34, but still no problem. And the boss I will optionally engage, and he can attack the Lookout, or even Faramir now, but it doesn't really matter. He's at 8 damage, so it's a blank. And then I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And that will kill the boss. And when the boss is defeated, the players win the game. So this deck performs pretty well against this quest. I like it. I think I may have forgotten last turn to add an additional threat for this resource token. But I overkilled the quest by 4, so it wouldn't have mattered. So a minor mistake that doesn't affect anything. But I like this deck. The only downside really is that Gandalf is usually needed to kill the boss in one turn at the end. And if you don't have him, it can be a problem, because then you have to take 2 turns, and he gets extra attacks, and it can get out of hand. But I was able to draw it with Daeron's Ruins, so no worries. He came through in the end, and that's a victory, and thank you for watching.